The prize of Hell's Kitchen is a dream come true for any aspiring chef in the cooking industry. $250,000 and a head chef job in a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, it truly doesn't get any better than that. And due to this amazing prize, chefs will go through absolute torture in hopes of having this dream come true. However, I guess with this being such a life-changing opportunity, the contestants are willing to go above and beyond to win the grand prize. And yes, sometimes that even includes sabotaging. What's going on, guys? I'm FlynnMasters, and today we'll be looking at 5 times Hell's Kitchen contestants sabotaged their competition. Whether it be for petty or strategic reasons, chefs willingly slowed down the kitchen and made the customers wait, simply so they could get the upper hand on one of their competitors. Before we begin, please hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy Hell's Kitchen content, as we're building a great HK community here on YouTube, and I truly believe we can pass the official Hell's Kitchen YouTube page to become the biggest HK channel on YouTube, so please hit that sub button to help me with this epic goal.
Bloody hell, here I go again.
Now before we get into the top 5, I do want to include an honorable mention. In episode 6 of Hell's Kitchen All-Stars, Manda started the service on the apps, but due to having celiac disease, she could not taste the pasta dishes and needed help from Michelle. I mean, Michelle is a beast and would end up winning this season. Surely she can tell if pasta is good or not, right?
Please stop for me. Is that done?
30 more seconds.
Okay, spaghetti right on your right, chef.
Ladies, over here. I want you to taste it. Come here. Dig in.
It looks like a lot, chef.
It's
No, just taste it. Just taste it.
raw.
It's crunchy as
Michelle, you told me it was cooked. I need a mouth. Here, Michelle. It's done. Michelle says spaghetti's done. See if that's cooked. It's raw. Yeah, thanks, Michelle. My bad. Good job. Me twice now.
Yup, not 1, but 2 times Michelle mistakenly told Manda that the pasta was ready. Now to be fair, Michelle never admitted she was intentionally trying to sabotage Manda. But again, the fact that Michelle is one of the best chefs to ever step foot in Hell's Kitchen, yet failed twice to realize the pasta was obviously undercooked, makes you raise an eyebrow. I mean, literally everyone else noticed this instantly. Luckily, nothing really came from this incident, but let me know down in the comments if you guys think the winner of All Stars was trying to sabotage Manda.
I can tell when pasta's done just by looking at it, so Amanda should be able to do it too.
When it comes to forgotten douchebags of Hell's Kitchen, I think Sarah from season 2 ranks up there, which is especially shocking since one could consider her the first ever villain in the show's history. One of the main reasons why Sarah was so hated was due to her poor treatment of her teammates, and this even translated into dinner service. At the 4th service of the season for the red team, Virginia was already at the bottom of the totem pole as she was considered the weakest link. And well, with Sarah being the conniving person she is, instead of helping Virginia, she decided to make her even more of an outcast in the kitchen, deliberately sabotaging her call to plate the food.
I'm ready.
Okay. Where's everything else?
Where's the turbot?
Chef, I haven't fired it yet.
No, she said that she's ready.
So now you want to start lying to me.
I'm not lying to you, chef. She said that she's ready when I am.
I'm ready and wait for your call.
I'm ready.
You're not here as a team member, are you?
Yes, I am,
You're out
chef.
for yourself, aren't you?
No, I'm not,
You're here
chef.
to screw the rest of them and get your little ration to sit pretty on.
No, I'm
So
not.
where's the turbot?
Sarah didn't speak up and say, Chef, I did tell her that I was ready. She should have at least spoken up and said something.
Virginia wants to say, well, you up that turbo, and it's like, yeah, well, so? Chef Ramsay can't stand you right now. I don't necessarily see that as such a bad thing.
Ironically enough, the very next episode, Virginia was given the power to choose 2 nominees, but Sarah was able to gaslight her into nominating Rachel and Maribel instead.
Honestly, Virginia, I enjoy working with you, and I think you are a strength of the strengths. She's asking why I didn't stand up for her. It's not about making friends, it's about winning that prize. And we all want to win, especially me.
On the topic of douchebags, let's talk about one of the most notorious villains in Hell's Kitchen history, Sabrina Brimhall from Hell's Kitchen Season 8. Despite her great underdog run, Sabrina had quite the nasty attitude during her entire stay in Hell's Kitchen, as she got into multiple arguments with her teammates, was constantly complaining about something, and worst of all, she wasn't afraid to throw others under the bus to make herself look good.
Emily, yeah, she f***ed up and she sucks, but at least, she hasn't done as horribly as Melissa.
However, her worst sabotage came during the 4th service of the season. After struggling on the meats all night, Sabrina decided it was time for someone else to look bad, and unfortunately, it came at the expense of Gail.
I'm ready to to walk.
What is going on? Sabrina, what are you doing? Bring it up. Everything has to go out at the same time.
We're waiting for the pasta now.
It just makes Gail look bad.
Oh, me. Gail,
Yes, chef.
the pasta's crunchy now.
Yes, chef. This is not good.
All these gaps in between the dishes going out is not good enough.
Man oh man, Sabrina, you're one vile person. I mean, why would anyone possibly want to sabotage sweet Miss Gail?
From the beginning, Chef Ramsay told me that I wasn't a team player, and honestly, he's right. But here's the thing. Everybody thinks that I'm stupid, but you know what? I'm one manipulative.
At the final 10 of season 11, we got the first installment of what is now a staple in Hell's Kitchen, and that is the charity night dinner service. During these charity nights, each chef is put in charge of a course, and essentially, this is an early indication for Chef Ramsay to see if a chef has good leadership skills. Well, as Ray found out the hard way, it's hard to be a good leader when you have someone actively trying to sabotage you. During Ray's time running the pasta course, not only did Zach intentionally make the portion of pasta uneven, but he sent up a lobster served in cold sauce in hopes of making Ray look bad after he was understandably frustrated with Zach.
Don't worry, Grandpa. It's not all gonna turn to shit, I promise you.
Hey, Zach, look at that and look at that.
There's no lobster in there, Zach.
But he should be leaving this then. Tell him.
Zach, make this one look just like that. Zach, I showed you what to do. Does that mean I have to stand over you constantly?
Half a portion, full portion.
Zach, do me a favor. Off from me, please. Take it over here. You're killing me. You're killing me.
Try to throw me under the bus.
Killing me over here.
Eat and die. So earlier, Chef Ray tells me to off. And now I'm definitely gonna get revenge. I'm trying to sabotage him. I'm the last person you want to cross. This is the lesson learned the hard way.
Hey, no, yeah, you brought it. It's cold. Ray, it's cold. 1 minute before you when he's ready. Now.
I'm just laughing, thinking to myself, I got you.
I'm so pissed at Zach. I'm like, dude, you me.
So, did I miss something here? What in the world did Ray do to Zach that made him intentionally have a bad service simply with the hopes of making Ray look like a bad leader? In the end though, I guess one could argue this strategy worked, as when it came down to the two for elimination, poor 51-year-old Ray got sent home over the man who was intentionally not doing his job. I mean, I'm no boss, but I would think it should be the other way around.
What's he got against you? What is it?
Chef.
Chef, I don't have nothing against him.
At number 2 is the only sabotage moment that doesn't come from a dinner service, and is truly a forgotten and important moment in the history of the show. At the final 11 of season 12, the blue team had a miserable service, with the entire team getting ejected from the kitchen. Despite Anton, Ralph, and Scott being most at fault for the team's service that night, Gabriel received the majority vote due to his weak past performance. Gabriel of course thought it was ridiculous that he would even be considered, much less nominated, so much so that at the nomination ceremony, he went away from the blue team's nominations to save himself from the chopping block.
Second nominee, and why?
Chef Ralph.
What's wrong, Jason?
We actually all agreed on Gabriel.
Enough is enough. Scott, Gabriel, Ralph, why not?
Again, I think people forget just how much impact this sabotage from Gabriel had on the season. Remember, Gabriel and Scott were the original 2 nominees, and I don't think Ralph's service was bad enough to warrant getting eliminated without being an original nominee. Thus, had Gabriel not taken matters into his own hands, I truly think Scott would have been the boot here, which obviously would have changed the outcome of this season dramatically. Again, we'll never truly know what would have happened had Gabriel stuck to the original nominations, but I think we can all agree that he screwed over Ralph big time here, and in my opinion, cost him a chance at winning Hell's Kitchen and $250,000, thus arguably making this the most costly sabotage in Hell's Kitchen history.
Where I come from, you don't rat people out, you take it on the chin and you go forward. Gabriel choked tonight and it'll catch up to him. His time will come. I feel bad because, you know, I could have showed you a lot more.
There's only one sabotage that could be number 1. It's a sabotage so blatant and genius that Ramsay himself picked it up and used this technique for future seasons. Before the first ever finale in Hell's Kitchen, the finalists of Ralph and Michael were given a practice service in preparation for the most important service of their lives. And during this practice service, Michael came up with a genius, albeit ruthless idea. He intentionally set Ralph crab risotto with no crab in hopes of Ralph missing it and it getting sent back to the kitchen, thus making Ralph look really bad in the eyes of Gordon Ramsay.
I wanted to make risottos the whole night without crab. I was just seeing what I could slip past Ralph tonight.
And then he's telling me as well, how could you call it a crab risotto without crab in there?
There's no crab in there at all? There's no crab in the risotto. Did you taste it? Yes, I did, but I didn't. Come on, big boy. Taste it. Quick. What'd I do? No crab in the crab risotto? Ralph. Right. You should know that. Yeah, that's why you've got to taste everything, yeah? And you should spot those kind of things, yeah?
Yeah, risotto without crab. Makes me look like an ass. I can't have a crab meat risotto, not have crab meat in it. It went out and came back to haunt me.
This was super risky on Michael's part, as one would think that making basic mistakes like that at this point of the competition would be far too risky, but Michael likely realized that Ramsay was looking for a leader at this point, and service mistakes weren't necessarily the end-all be-all, so he intentionally screwed up his own dishes in hopes of making Ralph look like a weak leader. I'm not sure how much this sabotage helped influence Ramsay's decision to give Michael the victory, but Ramsay would end up using sabotage dishes in future seasons to help him determine who deserved to be in the finale. I know I've been harsh on the other chefs on this list, but Michael truly did break Hell's Kitchen with this sabotage. It may have even been one of the deciding factors that led him to becoming the first ever Hell's Kitchen winner.
Michael had Ralph look stupid and took him down big time. That was an interesting lesson, but a very clever move from Michael's behalf.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more unique Hell's Kitchen content like this, then please be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what you guys think is the worst sabotage in Hell's Kitchen history. With all that said, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Get out of there.